नमस्कार. म्हणून ज्ञान वैराग्य आणि भजन, स्वधर्म कर्म आणि साधन, कथा निरूपण श्रवण मनन, नीती न्याय मर्यादा. It is 58th Ovi. It is taken from 5th Dashak. It is from 2nd Samas. This describes the Sadguru. These are the qualities, attributes of Sadguru. My Sadguru Swami Madhavnath used to say that I evaluated and found out that these are the qualities that existed in Swami Swarupananda, his Sadguru. Now, last time we saw मुख्य सद्गुरूचे लक्षण आधी पाहिजे विमळ ज्ञान निश्चयाचे समाधान स्वरूप स्थिती. That the first quality of any Sadguru is he has purest of the purest knowledge and he always remain in self-satisfied Swarupa Sthiti. He lives one with the God at all the time, becoming Bhakta and Yogi. This is the first quality. Apart from that, these are the basic minimum needs. Just imagine basic minimum needs like food, shelter, education, healthcare, and all these sustainable development goals. These are the basic minimum needs of human being. Like that, if you have to achieve Atma-Jnana, Brahma-Jnana, become yogi, bhakta, you want to see the God everywhere at all the time, then these are the basic minimum needs. Okay, this is the first grade you have to pass, first class you have to pass. This is the kindergarten qualities to remain in Paramartha. Walking on the path of razor's blade, you feel it, but after a certain time it becomes easier path. These are the attributes. म्हणून ज्ञान वैराग्य आणि भजन. And that's why ज्ञान means knowledge. What knowledge? The knowledge of God, becoming you one with the God. Vairagya, basic minimum needs you should live. That which doesn't come under need, get away from that. Vairagya. Bhajan means always remembering God. Some people say chanting name of God. Somebody say just remember the God and do the work at all the times. Swadharma karma. Swadharma karma means whatever the situation, whichever the family, whichever the place you have been born, whatever the work that comes under the humanitarian values, you should do with all ethics and values. Sadhana. Sadhana means whatever the sadhana means. For example, meditation, japa, dhyan, only dhyan means meditation, only japa. There are so many things you can do. There are Navvidha Bhakti, everybody knows. Archan Bhakti, this Bhakti, that Bhakti, going for Mass every Sunday and all those things. Then namaz and all those things. So many things are there in so many religions. Mm-hmm. So you should perform that as per told by your Sadguru. Katha. Katha means you are not the storyteller. Everybody comes and says, I am a storyteller. This is not it is not a story. God is not a story. God exists everywhere. It is this story. God is the story. Nirupan, always talking about God, how great He is, how kind He is, how He benefits everyone. God and no Paramartha tells you to, create a war-like situation, quarrels and all those things. No religions and no Sadguru can tell that. My Swamiji used to say, are we human beings? At that time some war was going on. Are we human beings? Dropping atom bombs and all those things. Are we human beings? At least live like a human being. A kind human being. Nirupan, always talking about God. Shravana, always listen about God. Mana, always think about God. Implement those things in life. Niti, always walking with and living with values and ethics. Nyaya, you are giving justice to yourself and the society at each moment. Maryada, living in following all the rules and regulations and living in all the limitations those are required to live a human being a kind human being life, a kind human being's life, maybe you can say that, humane life. These are basic minimum needs. If you have this quality, you pass this first grade, then only you can go to higher levels in Paramartha. I mean, these are basic minimum needs and basic minimum qualities of every human beings, in fact. And then, if you pass this first grade, then you can go at any higher level. I told this example in Marathi, for example. There are people who lived only for 100 years or something. They have become saints, sadhus, and even Pope or all, you can say fakir and all those things. Even living 100 years or whatever years. But imagine Lord Shiva, since thousands of years he is penance, meditating, chanting name of Ram. So he has passed all these levels. Imagine how many levels there could be even after you become Sadguru, you become saint, sadhu, whatever the level you might have reached. But these are the basic needs and basic qualities, basic attributes of those people. And then only they have become that, whatever we are calling Sadguru or saint or whatever. So think over it. If we don't have these qualities in each and every human being, we cannot achieve sustainable goals. We cannot achieve Anandavan Bhuvan of Samarth Ramdas. We cannot achieve Swananda Bodh Patan of Jnaneshwar Maharaj. We cannot achieve Ram Rajya of Sant Valmiki Rishi. We cannot achieve Shivashai, whatever you can say. There are so many names given to it. We cannot create a heaven on earth. It should be created inside each human being's mind. Ram Rajya and all these things. And then only we can achieve the supreme development goals. Supreme, you can become supreme beings. Once we were talking about sustainable development goals, if you have to achieve sustainable development goals, then basic minimum need, food, shelter, education, healthcare, basic infrastructure, basic all these facilities should be there for each and every human beings. Like that, if you don't have these basic minimum needs, basic attributes, basic things in human life, we cannot say everybody is getting all the facilities. Everybody is treated equally as a human being. Then these are the qualities. म्हणून ज्ञान, वैराग्य आणि भजन, स्वधर्म, कर्म आणि साधना, कथा, निरूपण, श्रवण, मनन, नीती, न्याय, मर्यादा. So, at each moment, you should have the knowledge of God, living one with the God, and whatever comes in that way, vairagya, you get rid of those bad qualities. Always bhajana, swadharma karma, and sadhana. Always penance with each pulse beat, with each heartbeat, you are serving the God. Swadharma karma, sadhana, that is the sadhana. Katha, katha means, the story of God. God is everywhere. What you are going to write about it? Infinite words will be less for him. Once we said infinite, there is infinite, you can write infinite times. So imagine Nirupan, always explaining how is God, how to behave, how to become one with the God. Shravan, listening about God only. Manan, thinking about God only. Totally devoted at each moment, in each circumstances, in each circumstances and at each place, every time. Niti means you are following all the ethics and values. Nyaya means you are already told that you are living with justice, giving justice to yourself. Maryada, living following all the rules and regulations. If there is a left and right, drive left. If there is a right and right, drive right. I mean, you don't go on the wrong side. Always follow the desired path. When we start, we feel that Shurasya Dhara Nishita Duratya. We feel that we are walking on the razor's blade. But after some time, this becomes first grader. These are the qualities first grader should have. It means they have purer and more purer qualities than these qualities. Imagine and those we might not be knowing, which are not mentioned in any books in the world at present. As we have seen the qualities of Shiva, for example, since so many years he is pronouncing. Within 100 years, some Sant Dhaneshwar, Sant Tukaram, Sant Ramdas, then even Sri Krishna, Prabhu Ramchandra, all these people can become. Then when Shiva is pronouncing so many years, imagine how many stage he might have passed. I will just sample example. Then how about his mother, for example? Because we have seen the calculations, 4.4 lakh 30,000, 430,000 means Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and all those things. Krita Yuga, then the cycle of 100 yugas become this, that, and that become Vishnu's 100 years, Brahma's 100 years, then Vishnu's 100 years, then Shiva's 100 years, and that becomes one moment of the goddess, Almighty Goddess. Imagine what kind of qualities that Almighty Goddess must have. These are beyond the words. That is why they say. And that's how you see, imagine if this is the first grade of qualities, what kind of qualities they might be having. Many times, we are put in a situation where you cannot meditate, whether you cannot do these things, those things. For example, if you have been told sadhana, but still after some time inside your mind you should be able to meditate inside your mind, even if eyes are open, even if you are doing all kinds of work, still your mind should be able to meditate. You should be able to do Dhyan, Vairagya, Bhajan, Swadharma, Karma, Sadhan, Katha, Nirupan, Shravan, Manan, Niti, Nyaya, Maryada. It should happen automatically. That much penance you should have in early childhood itself. He means to say that, and then that should, recurringly it should happen through your mind, body, and soul. When soul becomes one with the God, we become yogi. When we cannot be separated from God, we become bhakta. And then all these things God only does through our mind, body, and soul. Okay? So let us try to inculcate these qualities with hard work, with smart work, whatever you may say, so that we become bhakta and yogi, and we can create Ram Rajya, Swanandabodh Patan, Anandavan Bhuvan, supreme goals of our life: self-enlightenment, self-satisfaction, self-actualization. We should be able to achieve inside our mind, body, and soul. And body has limitations. Mind and soul has no limitations. So when we become one with the God, then it will be taken care. So let us try to pass this first grader exam of attributes, and let us see what happens next. Okay? So let us pray to God that our Sadguru, that let we all inculcate all these qualities which are basic minimum needs to remain on the path of Paramatma. Thank you very much.